our second semifinal. Tom Cousins has beaten Savannah Easton and playing Craig Waddingham to see who plays Jovan Bustamante in the finals. Jovan just taking down SVB. And this should be a really good match.
Well, two players I know very well. Obviously travelling with them for a start, but back in the UK, two of our greats, Craig Waddingham and Tom Cousins. I went over and watched the Savannah Easton's Tom Cousins game. Cousins had a chance to wrap it up 7-3, jumped the white with a miscue. Savannah then mopped up that rack, then broke and ran, got to 6-5, and she played a 4-ball into a corner pocket, and I thought she hit it good and it hung, and Tom managed to finish off. So close call there, but it was Tom that got over the line, and that's why he's here now facing off against Craig. Two good friends as well, these two, but when they're at the table, it's all business.
This is why you should come out to the event if you're in the area where we're going to be, especially if you live in Boston. That's where we're headed next. You'd never want to miss a minute of the action, but we can only show you one match at a time on the TV table. So when you come out here, not only do you get all the action that's here, you get all the action on the side tables as well. It's free to get in, to watch the matches. It really is a lot of fun to see. There's been moments when we walked out of this comms booth and there's giant crowds in the arena, giant crowds on some side tables, giant crowds at the TikTok table. Been an incredible Easter weekend, and we still have a little bit more action for you. This is semifinal number 2. We also still have a women's final as well.
Well, I think we'll probably be having the open final straight after this, because Savannah Easton's incredible run on all fronts. She's still obviously in the women's, but she's back in the quarterfinals, and that we do have one woman in the final, which is Amy Beecham. But Savannah's back in the quarters.
Yeah, a little ways to go on that one.
So unless the match is a very quick fire, in the women's, it will be this semi-final followed by the final.
And Tom Cousins taking the first rack down, makes it 1-0. Well, look at this break. Tom Cousins, I'll tell you what, if Tom Cousins beats Craig Waddingham, we may see a battle of the biggest breakers in Ultimate Pool USA, because Jovan clearly has a ginormous break, but Tom's is not much behind it if it is.
I'll tell you this now, obviously Tom's a buddy, and he's playing Savannah. He had a couple of dry breaks over there, and he says he can't buy a ball at the moment, but he said hopefully it will change when he gets out into the main arena table.
Tom's done pretty well going from his, I guess, I don't know what kind of cue. Is it a Chinese 8-ball cue that he plays with in the UK, or is it
no,
you guys have your own style of cue? Well,
he's got his own, obviously, a cue that he's had for a long time for the UK stuff.
Gotcha. He's moved to a carbon fiber cue over here, and he's done pretty well with it. When
we got here, he didn't have a cue.
Yeah.
So he's just picked up a cue. Anything.
He was playing pretty well with it.
Well, when we got here on Thursday, was it Wednesday night? Wednesday night, we came in and we got here quite late, and Craig and Tom were very quick to go and get a table and start practicing, and I sort of started watching them. Then I sloped off for a little bit. I came back and I was watching them play again. I thought their bridge hands look funny. and they were running racks, and they were playing with their wrong hands.
Oh, man. Oh, that's
for practice.
That's crazy. If I tried to play a shot with my wrong hand, I'd be lucky to miscue and not miss the ball at all.
You can't play with your right hand. No, I'm joking. Anyway, Tom Cousins not landed easy here. Well, he tried to bank it.
Did he make this ball?
Oh, wow. A little wave over to Craig. Sorry.
And a little chuckle as well.
But I'm not sure if he's... Well, he can make the 13, maybe off the 1 into the side pocket. Or
He banked that ball into the 1, caromed off of that, caromed off the 6, and made it in the corner. But he didn't do himself any favors with what he left himself. I like this play. Force Craig to come with something big here, because the only shot he's got is a tough bank into the side pocket. He does have a little bit of a helper. If he comes real wide, he could come off the 6 ball. But if he misses this, Tom Cousins is out. Oh, wow. He tried to cut that ball all the way down, and he almost made it.
so Tom Cousins now, big opportunity to get 2 racks up. He's found the right gap there. That's unbelievable.
What a stroke that was. Well, our chances of seeing a 6-ball shootout are dwindling down, Tony.
Choice I called 2, didn't I?
You did. We'd have to see either one here,
Well, we've
And
got
then-
3 matches left.
and then one in either of the finals to make that happen.
That'll do, Tom. And in goes the 8. And Tom Cousins now leading 2 racks to 0 against Craig Waddingham.
Well, look at this jumbled mess, Tony. Cue ball almost gets pushed in by the 12 ball. Sticks in that corner. And it's just, it's not pretty. He can see the 10 ball and he's going to shoot at it. I can't tell how close that 13 is to the side pocket. It may be at the point where it doesn't go into the side. You may have to take it all the way down, and that can be a very difficult shot based on where it's sitting. He's also got the...
He's okay.
You're saying he's out?
I'm saying he's out. Your face.
I mean, I think it's tough. I think he's got a lot of work to do here. Able to just squeeze that ball in, cheat the pocket a little bit, and get really nice shape. It's comical how good he is sometimes.
Yeah, I thought he might play the 14 now. He's going to come back into the 15, and there's two little balls there. Just the 15 will do it.
What do you have in mind for the 13?
It's quite close to the lip of that pocket. I think probably shoots it into the corner.
You got to be either straight on it on the bottom side of it or straight on it on the top side. Can't really get any angle.
What if he thinks he can squeeze it in the side?
It doesn't look like it goes. Maybe it does. Okay.
There we are.
I'll eat my words on that one. It looked very, very close using the views we have.
And he's out.
All right. I'll eat crow.
Eat crow?
Eat crow. You don't know that terminology?
No, I don't eat crows. There you go. Anyway, Tom Cousins now 3 racks that are good in the final.
Well, and that's a big one. Tom fouls on the break. Craig's going to get a chance to answer here.
So Craig Waddingham, the silver sniper, at the table. At last, he thinks. So he uses his extension while he makes up his mind. They see him flick out the 13. Got a bit of work to do, Craig. That 15 ball's covered by the 5. Oh, and it just fell the 14, but it's not done him any favours, really. And the reason being because that 3 ball now has made the 9. Well, the 9 will still pop, but it just makes positions a little bit harder now to get on. Gets rid of the 13. Now, wondering if Craig will play the 10 ball off the 15 into the side pocket.
Try and push the 15 down a little bit.
Well, that would be helpful because where the 9 is. Well, he can see enough to pot it, but he's going to have to check this cue ball.
Yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth. He got a little funny.
And the 8's still got to be got on as well. So this is plenty of work left for Craig. Oh, and he's caught the 1 ball, and that's not good. Gonna have to kick now off the rail. Well, clever little shot there from Craig, but I think it shouldn't be too difficult for Tom to get safe here. If he just skims off the 1 and into the side rail, he should be able to block the 9 ball. Might even go up to the top of the table. Doesn't want to cannon the black. And he's hit the 8 into a potable position, but it's okay for Tom, not for Craig.
What's even worse is I think the kick angle is being blocked by the 5.
Not sure if you could bend it off the rail.
Definitely be tough. Well, that's very unfortunate. Craig looked like he had a handle on this rack, and then it kind of all went south slowly.
Yeah, and this is looking like 4 racks to 0. Just the simple stuff left for top cap. And this is going to be 4-0. Down goes the 8. Tom Cousins now back to his chair with a sizable lead. Cousins to break. Rack number 5. Oh no, it's not Waddingham to break, should I say. They're both wearing dark shirts, so I got confused again. And Craig, well, it's just not happening at the moment for him.
It's almost been like a snowball effect, right? Had a little something go bad, and then it got worse.
It does.
And worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, unfortunately, that seems to be the way that things happen in the game of pool. Cousins looking to play the 10 off the 4, which opens up that pocket for the 8. No, he's changed his mind. So now he's got himself onto the 13.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that play there. He's got a plan for the 8 ball. I just don't.
He has a plan. Don't you worry about that.
I just want to know what it is. We need to mic him up so I can ask him.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's such a great potter. But let me tell you, he's a great thinker as well.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
I wonder what he might do now. He might play the 15 into the side pocket, maybe steer the cue ball into the 8 and lands on the 10.
Yeah, bump the 8 ball out, have a straight in shot on the
or
10.
He could come off the bottom rail and into the 8. So there's 2 options here, and I think he's going to attempt at least one of those shots. I'll tell you what, he miscued against Savannah Easton over there earlier as well, and that's the second time in the space of about an hour.
Yeah, it looked a little odd. It looked like his cue action kind of stalled or something. I'm not sure. But definitely not what he wanted there, and Craig's going to get an opportunity here. Needs to make the most of it, being down 4-0 in this semifinal match.
Craig would just like to get a nice, easy layout just to get his hand on the table, get settled in it. It's just a bit awkward again. And he's hit that a little bit thick. Miss a 6.
Wow.
I don't know if he got sort of, if it looked like he might have had a slight kick there. I don't know. It looked a funny contact, that's all.
And that happens sometimes. I know we saw one of those in Joe Prince's match against Shane. Still made the ball, but he definitely had a little bit of a skid or a kick, as you would call it. I'm not sure what happened there, but oh, goodness. I think the fatigue is kicking in, Tony.
Well, he's going to be kicking it out in his last shot. He's going to have to be very, very gentle with his 15.
Oh, and he got it there. And now, draw into the pack.
A little bit in the lap of the gods. He'll want to contact this, right, so sort of halfway into the 8 and the 4 in that little gap. So it pushes the 4 and the 1 out of the way and the cue ball stays with the 8. That's what he's looking at. So if you see right in that gap between the 2, 4 and the 8.
Either that, or if he's coming off the bottom rail, he wants to contact the edge of the 4 just like that. Don't know if it was enough. I think it will be.
He doesn't look concerned. If it wasn't, I think he'd have thrown the eyes up into the air a little bit. So this 8 for 5 racks to 0, and it's in. And Tom Cousins, well, he dodged a bit of a bullet there. Nearly scratched in the side pocket there for a start.
Got away with it. And that ball
9 ball
just
still spinning. Yeah, the break at the moment for Tom on this table just seems to be brute force and nothing else.
Well, and as long as he's not scratching, you know, if you can break with that much power and not scratch, definitely do it, because your spread is going to be immaculate.
Well, these are pretty good for Tom.
Yeah.
Stripes are all available. I think it might play the 15 now and kick the 2 out of the way and then play the 11. Get rid of that out of the equation. The other 4 stripes are all very handy. Well, he's playing the 13. We're just going to draw the cue ball back here.
Yeah, wants to leave himself for the 15.
And that's good.
Now he's got the angle. He should run into the 14-10. You just want to make sure that you control the bump. Oh, he didn't run into it.
No, there's no need there.
I thought the angle was just going to put him in a weird spot where he'd have to.
Pop the 14 now. The 9 will be going next. Just drops this in, just leaves himself straight on the 10's fine. And this will just stop the white dead, bring it back maybe an inch. Simple 8.
And just a little update here.
He's going to be on the hilt.
We'll watch TC make this 8-ball real quick. And
then
as
it goes.
you said, Tom Cousins on the hill. Potential rematch from the Kansas City finals. We also have a potential rematch of the Arizona finals if Savannah wins against Sophia. We'll see Amy Beecham and Savannah Easton match up again.
Well, Craig Waddingham makes the ball off the break. Still a bit of a messy one.
Does his ball go? Oh, man.
That's made it even more messy. But you also look, we've got 15 minutes left on the clock for Craig Waddingham to somehow try and get 6 frames, 6 racks, should I say, in a row. So Tom Cousins, he knows there's no hurry now.
And it would be doable. Craig would have to have the most open breaks. Can't get into safety battles like this.
Well, no, because Tom's quite happy. If he wants to sit here for 5 minutes, it's basically... The clock is ticking, and with every second that ebbs away is a second closer to Tom Cousins being in the final.
Yeah. Not only is Tom really, really good on the table, but he's had a lot of practice with a little bit of clock management. There's a good shot by Craig.
Do you know what I do now? I call my extension, let's eat some more time away. Why not?
Yeah.
With 6 racks. At the moment, you're looking at just over 2 minutes a rack now. So if you can get that, if you can get this down to like 10 minutes, even if you lose this rack, that's still 5 racks at 2 minutes a rack. And I've got to break another 3 times.
Yeah, no, it's very, very tough.
And it's not a brave call if I was to say now that there's no way back for Craig Waddingham. Well, there isn't. I can't see it. Not purely because this rack is taking the life out of the time.
And there it is. He called his extension. So I agree with you. Statistically, I think the 12-minute mark will be the end of the line. If they're still in this rack at the 12-minute mark, I feel like Craig is slim to none chances, less than 5% winning.
Yeah, and that's the right play there by Craig Waddingham. He has to go for it. He's no other way at all.
And this is slowed down to the point where I just don't think Craig is going to be able to do much of anything. Plays the loss of turn. Tom can turn
Well, there's no other shot. He had to play that, but
Tom can turn around and do the same thing and play the 6 into the 13. It'll actually open the pocket up for his 12. It'll block the 7 some more, but I think that's what I would do, unless Tom sees something else available.
I think Tom might play the 3 ball. Go game here. 7 ball. The 7 ball will cannon off to 13 and 11. He plays a 7 ball into just into the rail before the pocket. Cannons into the 11 and 13. Kicks them all out. I think he can get over the line right now. And how well has he played that? And that is the match right there.
if memory serves me correct,
which it probably doesn't.
TC has found himself in a finals before, failing only to Justin Bergman in the Louisville Open. Well, he may very well find himself in another one once he sinks this 8-ball against Jovan Bustamante. The battle of the breakers.
Right. In goes the 8.
And Craig threw in the towel.
And Tom Cousins is into the final with Jovan Bustamante.